Welcome back, tech fans. I'm Dave Graveline. This is ITTV, your weekly trip into tomorrow. Coming up in just a minute, Chris will show us how technology is enhancing our ice cream eating experience. But first, I want to remind you of our annual Cool Into Tomorrow Hot Summer Giveaway. It's going on now. We've got a plethora of cool prizes, including shiny new tablets that we're giving away all summer long. All you have to do to win is participate on our national radio show. And you can do that by calling the Ask Dave hotline anytime at 1-800-899-INTO. That's 800-899-4686. Or use our free Into Tomorrow app to send us an audio question. Ask us about anything consumer tech. Maybe you've heard someone else asking something and you've got a tip for them as well. Or maybe you want to share a tech horror story with us. You can call us anytime, 24/7, and now through the end of summer, get an automatic entry in our big giveaway. We're doing things a little differently this week in our Product Spotlight segment. We're spotlighting an app that Chris recently came across that promises to make waiting for your ice cream more enjoyable. And it's using some pretty cool tech to do it. Here's Chris with the fun details.
I'm really excited about this week's Product Spotlight, not because of the cool tech involved, that's nice too, but because it gives me a good excuse to eat ice cream. Anyone who knows me knows I love ice cream, and pizza and hot dogs and cheeseburgers and steaks, but I digress. They say that just like a good wine needs time to breathe before you can drink it, ice cream needs a little time to soften once you take it out of the freezer before you dig in. How often have you tried to eat your heavenly frozen dessert straight from the freezer, only to find it hard as a rock? Or on the flip side, you leave it out too long and it turns into a milkshake. Both are scenarios that make me want to cry. I've never known how long to let my ice cream soften to the perfect consistency before diving in. That is, until I discovered the Haagen Dazs Concerto timer app on iOS. This is an augmented reality app that was released by Haagen Dazs that they say will make waiting for your ice cream enjoyable. Once you download the app, you point your camera at the lid of any Haagen Dazs carton. Once the app recognizes the lid, a violinist appears on top of the carton and plays a virtual violin concerto. They say the experience is perfectly timed to allow the carton to soften to the perfect consistency, which is about 2 minutes. When I was reading about how they created the app, I thought it was pretty cool. They synced up a Kinect camera and a DSLR to capture video in 3D space, which allowed them to capture photorealistic imagery and make it appear as though it was a hologram floating on top of your ice cream. In fact, you can move your camera around the carton and view the musician in 3D space. Of course, this app may be useless. You might think it's just a marketing gimmick to get you to eat Haagen Dazs ice cream, and you may be right. But at least it's a fun way to pass the time while you wait for your ice cream to reach that perfect consistency. And the app is free, so what does it hurt? Now, if you'll excuse me, my violinist is done playing, so I'm gonna go hit me some chocolate peanut butter heaven.
Hey, save some for me. So what do you think? Marketing gimmick or useful app? We'd love to hear your thoughts and share them on the air. Leave us your comments below or call us anytime, 24/7. Don't forget to get social with us. You can stop by our Facebook page anytime and hit that like button. Then head on over to Twitter and check out our official feed. Stay up to date with Into Tomorrow on social media. You'll be glad you did. We just finished another round of giveaways just for our social followers and have cool new stuff to share with you very soon. It's time to strap ourselves into our tech time machine. Chris is back with his popular feature, This Week in Tech History, to share some of the big events in the world of tech. Among other things this week, he reminds us of the formation of one of the largest communications companies.
This week in 1949, the de Havilland Comet, the first jet-powered airliner, took flight for the first time. In 1963 this week, SYNCOM-2, the world's first geosynchronous satellite, was launched from Cape Canaveral on a Delta B booster. In 1971, Apollo 15 astronauts David Scott and James Irwin became the first to ride in a lunar rover, often referred to as the moon buggy. And this week in 1998, Bell Atlantic and GTE announced a nearly $53 billion stock swap deal to create the second largest telephone company behind AT&T. The resulting mega corporation would later be named Verizon Communications. That's our look back at This Week in Tech History, brought to you by IFA Berlin, the global innovation show for consumer electronics and home appliances. Get more info at ifa-berlin.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our free tech newsletter. It's got a ton of useful information. Stop by intotomorrow.com and put your email address in the red box on the main page. When you get the confirmation email, accept it by clicking the link and you'll have us in your inbox for free once a week.
While you're online, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an update. We bring them to you each and every week. That about wraps it up for this week's ITTV. Until next week, look for us online and, of course, on the radio. I'm Dave Graveline. Thanks for joining us.
See, what I really wanted to say in the beginning of this is that this week's Product Spotlight gives me an excuse to be a fat ass, but this is a family show and I couldn't say that.